Hey everyone, welcome to West Coast Muscle Saws. We're looking at a Stihl 460. Just did some engine work to this one. And I want to go over pressure vacuum testing again. I get a lot of questions on this. And we're going to pressurize it. We've got the intake blocked off. This is a Stihl block off. And the exhaust is blocked off. Spark plug in hole, decompression valve in. And we'll pump it up and see what we got. We don't want any bleeding, any fluctuation on our gauge. And you can watch the gauge. You get a little bleed off. And if you have your little magic soap there, you can spray a little bit around that decompression valve and you can see bubbles. Now, I've been to the factory at Husqvarna and Stihl both, and they both claim, and I tend to believe them, that the decompression will weep a little bit, and that's normal. It heats up and seals. But how are you going to check the rest of it and make sure you've done the proper job when you've assembled this saw with that bleeding like that? Well, let me show you. This is another tool you should have in your arsenal. It's a decompression plug. It works very well in Husqvarna or Stihl. And what I'm going to do is take out the decompression valve and install that plug. And then we'll pump it up and see if that seals properly. A little extra time and we'll guarantee you've got a good job on your rebuild. You definitely do not want any leaks at all. And I'll show you how to do that, pressure and vacuum. Metric tool, but I'm using a bar wrench. Everybody's got a bar wrench. It's the correct size. Okay. We'll pump it up again. And we get no leakage at all. You can do a vacuum test also. Pump it over to the vacuum side. And when you do the vacuum test, you're checking the lips of the seals. The seals, if they're not in very good condition, when you put a vacuum on them, they will pull in and you'll get a leak, which you could get that leak while you were running the chainsaw. Some vacuum to it. Hole's beautiful. You know now that you have a perfect seal on your repair job, and you can now put the decompression valve back in. And knowing that you did a good job. If you got any questions on these, or if you need a vacuum pressure gauge, you can get hold of the chainsaw guy. And there's his information.